Josh with IT 163 SQL, going over our week 6 SQL interview demonstration. How do you explain what SQL is to someone without a technical background? SQL, or structured query language, is standardized programming language used to access or manipulate data in a database. It was designed to update, add, delete a row of data, and retrieve subsets and information within the database. In other words, a way to talk to databases by using coded commands called SQL queries. What types of keys in SQL and when do you use them? So the first one is your primary key. You always got to have a primary key. This is to uniquely identify each record in a table. Each table can only have one primary key. That's what ties it together. And it must contain unique values and cannot contain null values. There's got to be a value in a primary key. Foreign keys are kind of like secondary keys. So to establish a relationship between two tables and enforce a referential integrity. So a foreign key in one table points to a primary key in another table. It ensures that the value of the foreign key column must exist in the reference primary key column. Other not used as much keys, but ones that are you will find out in the SQL query. So you have unique key, and that is to ensure that all values in a column or in a combination of columns are unique across the table. A table can have multiple unique keys, unlike the primary key. A unique key can contain null values, though, and each null is treated as a unique value. And then lastly is a composite key, to uniquely identify a record using a combination of two or more columns. A composite key is a primary or unique key that consists of more than one column. So those are the different types of keys that we'll bump into. Then we're going to go into joins. We have types of joins. You have your inner, which is the most used join, left join, right join, and full join. We'll go into each one of those. So inner join returns a result set that contains the common elements of the tables. Inner joins are the most frequently used joins. It creates the intersection between two tables, which means that the join table contains only rows where there is a definite match between the values in the two columns used in the condition. So if we're to use this particular function, and then we have a table called users and a table called addresses, it's going to join at the bottom the two tables based on the IDs. So our function is going to go off of users IDs and match both tables, and that will be our result at the bottom. Another common one is left join. Left join or left outer join takes all the rows from one table. So you have all the rows from the left table defined as a left table, and it joins with the second table. A left join will always include rows from the left table, even though there are no matching rows in the table it's joined with. When there is no match, the corresponding rows will use null to represent the missing values from the second table. So always use everything on the left and only join in from the right. And if there's no value from the table on the right, it'll add a null. So you can see here at the bottom of our screen where the second table is added in, there's no data set for that, so it adds null. Right join. Right join is similar to a left join, except that all the rows between the two tables are reversed, and all the rows in the second table are included along with any matching rows from the first table. So this will actually add rows to the table as opposed to only adding on to rows that are existing on our left. So if we have our top table for reviews, second table for books, and we're going to join them at the bottom, you can see that now the left side has null fields where there's data incoming from the right table. Lastly, full join or full outer join is essentially a combination of the left and right join. This type joins all the rows from both the tables where the join condition is met. The rows of the two tables are joined, just as the previous examples we've seen, for any rows either side of the join where the join condition is not met. The columns for the other table have null values for that row. What is the importance of data integrity in your work with SQL? Data integrity is crucial in working with SQL and databases because it ensures the accuracy, consistency, and reliability of data throughout its life cycle. That is my presentation. Thank you.